Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, 656. We're about 10 minutes away then from Clash with Kenzie, where we have Pierce the Veil tickets. And that is going to might be another show that just nearly sells out. Only a couple tickets left for that at Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park. So we're talking about close to 30,000 people already bought tickets in the last week for that. And our great friends at Live Nation gave us some free ones to give you. If you beat Kenzie in trivia, you get the tickets. And if she wins, we still give them away.
Yes.
So,
it's important to remember because sometimes people are like, oh, shouldn't have got that point. I'm like, you know what? I'm not keeping the tickets. I promise you.
Kenzie's hoarding all these tickets and giving them to family members.
It's right. I don't walk out with packs and packs and bags of tickets.
Oh, sorry, I don't have a sound machine.
Shh. My deep, dark secret.
All right, let's get to sports. The 39-year anniversary of one of the most iconic moments in Chicago sports history. We'll tell you what that is.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Tell you what that is in just a minute, because first off, we want to open up sports and send our deepest thoughts and prayers for Chicago Cubs legend Ryne Sandberg, who we announced a year ago had prostate cancer, and then he posted those great videos on Instagram of showing how, you know, he's in remission, he beat it. And now, sadly, on Instagram, he put this post up yesterday saying this: unfortunately, we recently learned that cancer has relapsed and it has spread to other organs. That means I'm back to more intensive treatment. We'll continue to be positive, strong, and fight to beat this. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers for me and my family. There is not a better, when you look at an icon of Chicago sports, than Ryne Sandberg, up there with all of the greats. If you want to make a Mount Rushmore, you know, he's the National League MVP in '84, the 40 home run season. He was the third primary second baseman, I found this stat, to reach the 40 homer plateau. In 1990, he did that. Of course, in the Baseball Hall of Fame. And the statue this year came up right at Wrigley.
I know.
On Gallagher Way over there.
About time. It was a really special day.
About time. And just, we're really thinking of him big because he's such a good guy. And, you know, in a time when all of our sports teams are in a dark place where no wins, no playoff things in sight, we do think of the good times of our sports teams, like the Ryne Sandberg Cubs era, is never winning a World Series, but, you know.
He's one of our positive memories.
Yeah.
When you look at him, you just can't help but feel joy.
And we all know that everybody listening has somehow cancer has affected their life. For me, it's my mom, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and everybody's got somebody, whether it's you or it touched you, so you know what he's going to go through. And we're thinking of Ryne Sandberg this morning.
Absolutely. And honestly, like, just to try to, like, half glass full, because some people are like, oh, no, it came back. What does that mean? My aunt, my aunt, my mom's sister, she has been battling cancer for over 20 years.
Wow.
She has tumors in her brain, which becomes very, like, inoperable. Mm-hmm. So basically her life, she will only treat it to stay alive. But she has been alive for over 20 years with cancer. There's two ways to look at it. Where she's like, she's like, in a weird way, like, I'm lucky to still be here. So I want to say there are so many treatments out there. There's still a lot of opportunities for him to get better. I hate that this is happening to him, but I don't want anyone going, oh, no, it's back. It does not mean that he can totally beat it or, you know, hold it off for a long time and live hopefully a very beautiful life.
Send good thoughts. Good point. And now let's get to some of the fun stuff in sports. Today is the 35-year anniversary of one of the most iconic Chicago moments in sports history. And let me just not even say what it is. I'll just do this. The Super Bowl Shuffle was released 39 years ago today in 1985 by the Chicago Bears Shufflin' Crew.
We are the Bears Shufflin' Crew. Shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good.
Now, we just talked about our sports teams being in a bad place, and I have to say 39 years ago, which of course means I'm not a math major.
Okay.
But next year will be 40 years since the Bears victorious in the Super Bowl.
Not great.
Not great. Now that
don't love it.
But Case asked me this before I gave this fact out on the air. He said, wait a minute. So the Bears released the Super Bowl Shuffle not before the Super Bowl. They did it in December. Not even knowing, I know, of course, they were having a tremendous season.
They're doing really well.
But if you did something like that today and didn't win the Super Bowl, talk about having the cease operations run out of town.
It wouldn't be a good look.
The Chicago Fire Part 2 part duh would have happened without question.
Well, this is pre-social media, too, because, like, they would have gotten roasted on Twitter for doing this ahead of time. But, like, what are you going to do? Roast
You're right.
a commercial?
Yeah.
Can't happen.
So what I'm saying is the ball's on these guys, huh?
Well, it's not even one of those things because, again, it predates me a little bit. I've obviously heard the Super Bowl shuffle, but I had assumed, okay, in the NFL schedule, there's your NFC Championship game, and then there's the Pro Bowl, and then there's the Super Bowl. They must have recorded this the day after the NFC Championship game and released it a week before the Super Bowl. They weren't even in the playoffs when this song came out.
Playoffs?
So, thank you.
I got some fun facts for you in the Super Bowl Shuffle. It was recorded December 3rd, so today's what, the 12th?
The 11th.
So it was released today.
Where am I?
Yeah, but recorded the 3rd. The Super Bowl Shuffle sold over 500,000 copies and reached 41 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart when it came out. So that's impressive. It was nominated for a Grammy.
In what category?
Best R&B performance by a duo or group in 1987. So that Grammy Awards the next year, it was nominated for that.
What else was nominated that year?
Do you want to know what won?
What?
They did not sadly win the Grammy that year.
BS.
And it is BS because Prince won with Kiss.
Oh,
I love that song. Wait a minute.
that's no Super Bowl shuffle.
If I know Prince, which I think I do, he was probably so mad that was in his category. He takes it so serious. His art, his craft, his passion. He's a mastermind. And the Super Bowl Shuffle video played on the screen as they were hitting like snippets of who was nominated.
I wish, and I don't think it's on YouTube, that Grammy Awards where you could see that, exactly what you're saying. Like, nominated, Prince, Kiss, the Shuffling Crew with the Super Bowl Shuffle. And you see Richard Dent, McMahon, and Otis Wilson, and Willie Gault, and Steve Fuller, and all those guys.
It would just be the classic straight face. If they did it pan to Prince, he wouldn't be smiling. It would just be like pissed off, glare forward.
More fun facts about the Super Bowl Shuffle because there was a lot of good with it. It raised tons of money, $300,000 in profits for the Chicago Community Trust to help Chicago families in need of clothing, shelter, and food. And that was all mainly with Walter Payton's lyric, now we're doing this because we're greedy. The Bears are doing it to feed the needy.
That's Grammy if I ever heard it. That's Grammy.
Now you think that should have won over Prince?
Well, obviously.
Amazing. 39 years ago that came out. And
we should put it in rotation.
Well,
should we?
Yeah, it's Grammy nominated. How dare you?
Okay, picture this next to Cage the Elephant.
We love to play for the world best fan. You better start making your Super Bowl plans.
This is so good.
Groovy, baby.
I'll tell you what, next year is the 40th anniversary, so we should
Let's get them together for Twisted.
Yeah.
Opening the Super Bowl Shuffle.
It would be it'd be incredible to get that together. So there you go. Today's another anniversary, by the way, that's not related to Chicago in sports. Now, if that was 39 years ago, let's get a little closer to maybe, Case's lifetime and Kenzie's lifetime. 15 years ago, in 2009, a different kind of anniversary. Tiger Woods announced he was taking an indefinite leave from golf to try to save his marriage from Elin Nordstrand. It didn't work. They divorced the next year, and they say he still didn't get back to his game. Well, he certainly got back into professional golf, especially after the horrific car accident, everything he's been through. He came back pretty good and made his $1 billion he lost from Nike when that happened. But appropriate moment, of course, to play the wonderful voicemail that became famous from Tiger Woods trying to call one of his ladies to get his name out of her phone because he knew what was about to go down when his wife found out he was cheating.
Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor. Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and maybe calling you. So if you can, please take your name off that and what do you call it? Just have it as a number on the voicemail. Just have it as your telephone number. That's it. Okay, you gotta do this for me. Huge, quickly. All right, bye.
I love when he goes, huge, help me. Here's the question. This is an honest question. Mm-hmm. Why does it matter that his name was in her phone attached to his name on the number on the phone.
I think he means the voicemail. So say the name's Sarah. She's not like, hey, you've reached Sarah.
Oh.
He wants it to be like, you've reached,
Yeah.
312.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking for. Which, like, she's not going to be like, she's not going to hear that and go, well, obviously he wasn't sleeping with this robot. I don't like, she realizes. She found the number of the phone, baby.
Yeah.
It's too late.
That
It's
was
already
it.
too late. But
You're
that's
right.
what he was looking for.
You hear the real stress level at the end of the voicemail.
On the voicemail, just have it as your telephone number. That's it. Okay, you gotta do this for me. Huge, quickly.
Huge, quickly, help.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Song of the year right there. Dexter and the Moonrocks, Sad in Carolina, opening up Q101's Twisted Christmas tonight. There are still a couple tickets left. If you go to Q101.com, last minute you heard that song, go, I want to see that band. Then you can go get a ticket right now and also see Andrew McMahon, see The Maine, and see All American Rejects. What a night it's going to be tonight. Woo! And, I could have saw that song performed at the Metro a couple months ago and I missed out on it. Now I'm stoked to go tonight to Q101's Twisted Christmas and see Dexter and the Moonrocks with you. Can't wait to see you out there. Now, in the meantime, how about more free tickets for you? Pierce the Veil next year, Saturday, June 7th. Nearly sold out at Tinley Park right now. Our great friends Live Nation, of course, we work with to get you these free tickets. So call 312-591-8300 right now. Call for this one to take on Kenzie in trivia, Clash with Kenzie. You beat her, you get the tickets. If you don't, we still give away the tickets to everybody listening. So stay put, but call right now to compete. 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, here we go. The Pierce the Veil people are out in full force. Even last night when I said this on stage before Cage the Elephant at the Aragon, I think people thought we were giving away the Pierce the Veil tickets right there on site and just got barraged after bringing on Cage the Elephant. Bad idea to bring that up at the Aragon last night. So right now you get them. You have a chance at them, Pierce the Veil. That'd be June 7th. And they're on sale now, but just a few tickets left. The majority of the 25 to 30,000 tickets are gone in Tinley Park. From our great friends Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So competing against Kenzie today is Teresa from Downers Grove. Ahoy, Teresa. Tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, Brian. I am trying to win these tickets for my daughter, who was one of those unlucky 600 people that tried to get into the Cubby Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that tracks. I think I saw her.
Oh, she was that one. Okay,
I know who
yeah.
you're
Yeah, she was that one.
I know who you're talking about.
I think Kenzie pushed her aside when she was walking in the door, pushed your daughter aside, said, let me through.
I'm like, excuse me. Ugh. I need space while I walk. No kidding.
Yeah, there was even more than 600. It was closer to a couple thousand that didn't get in that pop-up last year, the free pop-up we had with Pierce the Veil. And yeah, it's always heartbreaking that not everybody can get in. But that also is what makes it special to people that do get in. So we hope you win today.
Yes, rooting for you. You go, Mama Bear.
And now,
Yay.
if you don't win, don't take offense to this, Teresa. Everybody listening should stay listening because we'll still give them out then.
But like, including Teresa, because if she doesn't win, she could also hang up and so call back. She's obviously lucky she gets through.
Yeah, damn right.
All right.
All right, here we go, Teresa. Call heads or tails on the count of three. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Heads.
That's tails.
Damn.
You know what?
Starts.
I feel bad for this family. Let her start off.
Is that right?
I do.
Oh.
Her daughter got stuck outside.
You shoved her daughter to the ground.
I did. I punched her while she was in my way. In all fairness, Your Honor, in my way. No, get it.
You put your foot on her neck while you walked into the Cubby Bear?
Well, her neck was there. What was you doing?
All right, so she defers. And
Yes.
that's a big thing because if you get all of them right, the deference will let
You
her
just
win.
automatically win. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's huge.
I know. I'm here for you. I'm here for this family.
Okay, Teresa, here we go. Question number 1. In what decade did the Charleston become the latest dance craze?
That would be the Roaring 20s.
Wow, okay, here we go. Kenzie, you got a battle here, I can tell.
Are you saying behind? I haven't been asked a question. Is that fair?
Yeah, Kenzie, you're behind.
You're losing. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Okay, Kenzie, besides gluttony, name one of the 7 deadly sins.
Uh-oh. I know. Lust.
Lust is right. Lust is a good one.
Wow.
I'd say gluttony and lust on the Mount Rushmore of sins.
Oh, my God, yeah. You
Yeah.
can't have the Mount Rushmore without those two. Now, the other two are up for debate, and we can have that conversation.
Yeah, because the other ones kind of lump in together, but gluttony and lust,
Those are the big ones.
good sins.
Good
Good sins.
That's not what they're supposed to be.
Sins are typically bad.
Yeah, that's the whole concept.
But the sins so bad, they're good. You know?
Interesting.
All right.
All right, 1-1 back to Teresa.
Teresa, what animal can you smell a mile away?
Skunk?
A skunk is right. Good job, Teresa. There's some other ones, but a skunk is the one we all think of.
I was going to say, I feel like that's up for interpretation. Follow your nose. I have a great one.
Back to Kenzie.
That's correct.
Which types of genetic traits can skip a generation? There's a word for this. Those type of genetic traits that can skip a generation.
Genetic traits that can skip generations?
Yes.
I don't know. Bi-generational trait?
I wish that was the answer. Teresa, do you know?
Yep, those are recessive traits.
Recessive traits. Wow.
Sounds
3
like
to
they're
1.
gone forever.
Yeah.
They recessed. Those are gone.
And now it's back to Teresa.
That's right, 3-1.
Teresa, I want you to finish the lyric here, okay?
Oh, no. Okay.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a...
Rat in a cage.
Oh, boy.
Look at Teresa.
4-1. Kenzie,
Now, Kenzie, I need these tickets.
No, I can tell.
remember you pushed over her daughter on the way to the Cubby
I
thing.
stepped on your daughter. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is now we're equal.
Kenzie, in what U.S. state would you find Area 51?
Nevada.
Nevada is right. That's where all the aliens are hanging out waiting to attack us.
Well,
and
they're
then eat us.
party animals. They went right to Vegas.
So now the next question wins.
Can get Teresa a win. She's up 4-2, and it's back to her.
Before I go, Kenzie, do you have any regrets about deferring the coin toss to her?
Once again, I would like to make it clear: when I win, I don't keep the tickets. There's this weird thing going on. Where
But
people,
you're very prideful on victories.
yeah, but I like when people win. I like when people call in and win after I win. I like when they win in trivia. It's all good, man. I just want to put that out there.
That's like,
It's all good.
taking a point away from Kenzie. Okay, for the win, Teresa, which brand of beer does Homer Simpson drink regularly?
That would be Duff Beer.
Duff's beer is right. And Teresa,
Woo!
you and your daughter are going to Pierce the Veil next year.
Hey, Mama of
Hot
the
dog.
year.
Yay!
Now, are you going with her?
I'm usually her plus one, but it's open for her to change her mind.
Listen, you hold the power. You won the tickets. They're in your name. You keep that in mind.
I will.
Yeah, remember, you can go with a plus one that's not her if you want to.
That's true. She could.
I could. I don't need to tell her I won.
Yeah.
And if you want me to step on her, if I see her outside a concert, I will. You let me know.
All right, Teresa, thank you so much for listening. We love you. Thank you. And we'll have more tickets around this time tomorrow. Actually, I would say get here at 7:10. We start getting you on the phones just after 7 o'clock for Clash with Kenzie. And, of course, a chance at those tickets. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with 21 Pilots.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.